Welcome to the first video, where we will start animating our character. Okay, first I will delete these frames here from the blinking. And now go to composition settings, and then choose here HDTV 1080, 24 frames per second, and duration, I will change that to 100 frames. Because for a looping walk cycle, I don't need much frames. Okay, don't forget here to change the display style for frames, not in seconds, frames. And zoom to the end down here. And we're ready for animating. Now first, let's mark our loop workspace for the walking character. I will use the markers here. And let's start with frame 40. It's somewhere around the middle. That's the beginning of the loop. We will use 16 frames for this animation. So I'll bring another marker here at frame 56 to close the loop. That frame will be the same as the first one. So let's rename them. The first one, double click, I will call front, and the last one I will also call it, double click, front, because they're the same. At these frames, the leading foot will be the front one. This leg will lead the position. Between these two markers, I will drag another one here, and I will call that back. And then between this, I will mark every 4 frames again. Here 44, and here at 52. I will leave them 1 and 2. So now we have front 1, back 2, and front again. That's the keyframes we need for our loop. And now I will create a work area for the animation. Go to the front marker and press B in the keyboard to mark the beginning. And then go to the end marker and press N to mark the end. It will take this line for the navigation, so I will have to actually move that frame backwards. You can see here, and press N again to make it to the end, right here. Cool, now when we play the animation, it will show only between the work area. Next important step, our character is flying around now, so we need to make a floor. Some guide to know where to animate the actual walking. So first I will make the character a little bit smaller, and I will center it. Go to torso, press S to open the scale, and I think 95% is fine. Now press P to open the position here, and I will center it. Perfect! Let's take now one ruler here and mark the legs. Now we know where will be the foot position, and we're ready for animating. We attached everything to the torso, so that's the first object we're gonna animate. Press U in the keyboard to hide all the settings in the layers. And now I will select here only the layers I want to be visible with the solo option. I want the head and the torso, so mark the eyes, front hair, full head, torso, and the back hair. So now to animate the torso, we need to check the position between these keyframes. We marked here our foots when the character is at the highest position. And these markers here, 1 and 2, are when the character is at the highest position. So we will leave it that way, but let's create a keyframe. Go to marker 1, torso, drop down menu, transform. And at position here, select the time watch to create a keyframe. Alright, the character will be in the same position also in the marker 2. So I will select here the keyframe for marker 1, press Ctrl and C, and in marker 2 I will just press Ctrl and V to place the exact same frame. And now when we back to the first frame called front, this is where the character will be with the front leg forward and the back leg behind. So the torso will be slightly lower. I will use the arrow keys to move it down. And it will automatically create a keyframe. So again, I will copy it and place it to the back and again to the front, because this is the end and we need the same frame as the first one to close the loop. And by the way, if you don't have this preview bar here, go to Window and Preview. Okay, we're getting there, but as you notice, the animation is quite mechanical. There is no easing. So let's create a more organic feeling by selecting these keyframes here and go to Animation, Keyframe Assistant and Easy Ease, or just press F9 in the keyboard. Now the animation is perfect, a lot smoother and organic. Now let's animate the head. At the first high position, marker 1 here, I will rotate it a little bit further. So go to full head layer, drop down menu, and rotation a little bit further. Something like this. Okay, I will press the watch to create a keyframe. Again, I will copy this to frame 2. And in the first frame, I will rotate it a little bit backwards. Something like this. Again, I will copy this to back and to the last frame to close the loop. Let's see. There is something strange, so how to fix that? Okay, copy all the frames here and go to the last one and just paste it here with Ctrl and V. That way we created the same animation but longer, and now we have the freedom to play with the timing. So mark all of these keyframes now and move them 1 or 2 frames backwards to see what will happen. So now let's see. But let's make the easing. Mark them again and go to Animation, Keyframe Assistant and Easy Ease. And now, as you can see, it's a lot better. A lot of characteristic. Let's continue now with the front hair. In the highest position, marker 1, go to front hair. It will be lower at the highest position. Like this. Create the keyframe. Mark and copy again to the 2. And in the first frame, when the body is lower, the hair will be higher. So something like this. Take that keyframe again, paste it here and paste it here to close the loop. Now again, Animation, Keyframe Assistant, Easy Ease. Perfect. Now the back hair at the highest position will be the same. So go to marker 1, back hair, rotation, and just create a keyframe. It will be the same here. Take the keyframe, copy here to 2, and in the first frame, I will rotate it a little bit. Maybe 2 is okay. Yes. Take that keyframe again, copy to the back and to the front to close the loop. And now the animation magic here again, Keyframe Assistant and Easy Ease. Awesome. And by the way, if you want to see only the layers with the keyframes on it, press U in the keyboard. You can see I will hide them for now by pressing U again. That's enough for this lecture. We've animated the body and the head. In the next video, we will animate the arms and the legs. See ya there!